Welcome back. Let's see some racing action now. Albion Park Saturday night at the ex-Victorian Grey Steel continued on his winning way in race 2. Here's the replay.
Our Madagascar 3 wide, Grey Steel going easily. He desperately needs to pop that pocket. Vinny Boy the centre. Extreme Stature about to take off 4 wide. Then Navajo Candy, Arc Munro, good as promised, and Caesar Supreme. Third quarter, 29.2. Jack Lemon kicking. He leads narrowly. Badge of Honour driving on the outside. Here's Grey Steel bursting through along the inside. He's got them again, Grey Steel. Races away and wins easily. Grey Steel from Navajo Candy, who followed through along the passing lane. Jack Lemon ran third. Maybe Badge of Honour fourth, Arc Munro not far away.
Well, the McCarthy team's having a great run at the moment with horses coming from down south, and Grey Steel is one of those, making it 2 out of 2 tonight at Albion Park. John, he looks to be a horse with a fair amount of talent.
He does, Damien. Merv and Meg Butterworth sent him up to me a month ago and thought he might do a job up here. Actually, they had him in the Trot Guide advertised for a sale for probably 3 weeks and couldn't sell him, and thought, oh, well, we'll send him to Queensland. And yeah, I think he's a really nice horse, and he was definitely going to go through to free-for-all class.
We've seen him twice now show a great turn of speed last week when he came from last on the turn. Not many horses do that at Albion Park out wide, and tonight he held up for a while, but again, when daylight showed, he really accelerated quickly.
He does. He's quite deceiving for a big horse. He has got a real great turn of foot, and you know, Merv did say to me he thinks he might go a little bit better set up, but I'll also be keen to try him in front one night.
Well, he showed good speed tonight, and I think you could have led if you wanted to, but there were plenty there that were out that could have attacked.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, like I held him easy at the start, but you know, that other little horse on the outside of me, he always runs a game race, and I knew Badge of Honour would be coming, and my other horse, our Madagascar, likes to get up into it as well. So I thought, you know, that I'd let that little horse go to the front and get a good tag along.
So you're confident that he can go through to open company?
Yeah, really confident he'll definitely go through to free-for-all class, yeah.
All right, John, just another one that looks like he's going to keep winning for the stable. Well done.
Yeah, thanks very much. Thanks, Damien.
John McCarthy. Let's see another favourite win race 4, may win tons for trainer Shane Sanderson.
Down the back straight, and in front it's May Win Tons, and he's starting to sneak away on his rivals. He's out by 8 metres. Cowboy Cadillac under pressure with Melton Satira. 3 wide running into it in the light of day. Daz Vidunia the inside, then Arc de Jean, I'm Born to Rule, Mitchell Sands, Detrimental. A long way back, Mahir, Joy and Jasper Gold. That third quarter, 28.2. They're at the turn. May Win Tons the favourite, going strongly. Leads by over 8 metres in the light of day. Moves to a clear second. Running on I'm Born to Rule, and then Mitchell Sands. May Win Tons at the lead. He shows out 5 metres in the light of day, is cutting him down. May Win Tons in the light of day, post looming. May Win Tons. May Win Tons just got in, lasting from in the light of day. I'm Born to Rule.
Foremost has made the trip from Newcastle to drive for Shane Sanderson tonight. He's linked up once again with May Win Tons, who you've had some good association with, Michael, in the past, and he's got the money again tonight. What did you think of the win?
Yeah, he felt good in the run. He was a little bit disappointing on face value, but he sort of switched off, turning for home. But once they got to him, he got going again.
Early part of the race, the first 400 metres, you're out 3 wide and working fairly hard to get to the front. And you kept running them along a bit down the back.
Yeah, it's sort of once he got to the front, he needs his mind on the job. So once I'd done a little bit of work to get there, I sort of had to sort of keep him going, and he sort of raced well like that down in Sydney. But I think, you know, when he gets up in grade a bit and he doesn't have to do all the work, he'll be a much better horse.
Your impressions in his run in the run to the line at the top of the straight, he was going to win by 10 metres. Halfway down the straight, he was a big chance of being run over, I thought. Yeah, that's right. Once he thought it was over, he was, you know, he was going to pull up, and I had a few heart palpitations. But once he seen the second horse come to him, he got going again near the line. Now, Michael, you've got quite a good association with this horse. Yeah, he stayed at my place last year. He won the New South Wales Sprint Series and the 4-year-old championship at Menangle. So I drove him in those heat and finals, and it was a pleasure to come back and drive him again. And reason for being here tonight? Mainly for him. Shane's drivers are on holidays or suspended, so most of the horses he's got in tonight I've driven at some stage in their career. So yeah, it was no troubles to come up. All right, mate. Well, I'm glad it was a worthwhile trip up here, but we'll stick with May Win Tons. He's still a little bit green, but he'll keep on improving. Yeah, definitely.
And let's see Daryl Graham in action. Catch drive here on Waipawa Lord finishes brilliantly to take out the feature of the night.
28-6 that second quarter. Talk of King's a clear leader. He's out by 5 metres. King of Miners without cover. Blazing Terror sitting third on the inside. Donegal Under Fire is under pressure. One-Eyed Terror the inside, then Pure Auramac. Dropping down to the marker line, Panisar, then Always Prompt Waipawa Lord. Invincible Brown is at the tail. Heading up towards the back bend, 400 metres left to run. Talk of King showing the way, leading clearly by 5 metres. Blazing Terror being worked on. One-Eyed Terror away from the marker line, starting to make ground. Panisar goes to fourth, then Always Prompt and Waipawa Lord. They're at the turn now, 200 metres left to run. That third quarter, 30.1. Talk of King's leading narrowly. One-Eyed Terror with a challenge to the outside. Blazing Terror is about to go back to the inside. Then Always Prompt and Panisar. Talk of King's being claimed by One-Eyed Terror on the outside, getting through late Panisar, One-Eyed Terror, Waipawa Lord flying and beat them. Waipawa Lord jumped out of the ground over the final 100 metres and bloused them.
Well, Daryl Graham took the drive for Bruce Birch tonight on Waipawa Lord to win the season starter final series, and they came from a long way back in what was a blistering speed.
Yeah, they were going sort of breakneck speed up front, so my instructions were to be first horse 3 wide, but we just sort of couldn't get there, so we had to go to plan B.
Talk of Kings came out, well, humming, and that's being conservative, and he just kept rolling. You were well back at the 600 metre mark, Daryl. Did you have much choice of what to do with the horse?
No. Well, the choice was virtually made for me. There was the horse 3 wide was sort of stopping, the horse in the death was stopping, and Grant took off, and Grant had a horse on his back, so yeah, I ended up 5 fence at the quarter, and you know, all the horses along the fence were making ground, so that was the spot to be.
Well, even at the 400, you really weren't a winning chance, but the ground you saved between the 400 and the 200 probably was a winning move, because you were then able to come wide and you hit the line really strongly.
Yeah, one thing sort of Bruce said to me early in the week, that if he gets real wide on the track, he does hit his knee a bit, so you know, it was a sort of a blessing really to be back on the fence, and he got around the bend good and sort of saved a bit of ground as well.
That was your first drive on Waipawa Lord tonight. He gave you a good feel?
Yeah, he's a nice horse. Yeah, good sort of style of horse, and lovely pacer. So yeah, he's and certainly puts his head down as a try.
And Bruce unfortunately couldn't be here tonight.
Yeah, no, he was at a wedding, and like I say, he just asked me Tuesday when I walked in the gate would I drive it, and I sort of said, oh yeah, I've never driven for Bruce before, but it's always good to get a drive on a nice horse.
I'm sure there'll be a wrap with that win tonight, because it was a big drive between the 400 and 200 that paved the way for the victory. Well done, Daryl.
Thanks, mate. Bye.
And that's our program for tonight. Chris, thanks for your time.
Thanks, David.
Look forward to seeing you next week, and look forward to seeing you next week for another edition of Blinkers Off. Good night for now.